What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your girl Keisha, and I am back, you guys, from my 1 week hiatus. Missed you guys so much, but let's not waste any time because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to these Atlanta housewives. Because, baby, episode 4 was a month, okay? We got a lot to talk about, all right? So, y'all already know the drill. Get your snacks, get your dinner, get your breakfast. I don't know what time of the day you watching this, but get yourself settled and ready for me to go off and a Joan on some folks, okay? This is my all tea, all shade Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, episode 4 review, okay? So, the episode begins with Angela and Nasal B, aka Brittany, linking up, and they go for a walk. And like my wonderful God always does, is, you know, he likes to spank his children when they act up. And sure enough, they're walking and talking, and a bug flies in Britt's mouth, and I think she swallowed it. And that was God with a warning telling you, tread lightly. Tread lightly, Satan. That wasn't a coincidence, my love. You're a lizard, so he fed you for the day. That's what that was. And you up all on national television. From now on, if I was them, I would be calling you Bug instead of Brittany. I mean, what up, Bug? So Angela tells her that she and her sister haven't been getting along here lately because her mom and her sister in the beginning really liked Charles. But over time, things got complicated. AKA because he had a baby on her. Yeah, y'all, I know all about the Wendy Williams thing. Yeah. So allegedly this man had a baby on her. And I'm guessing at some point, hopefully during this season, we're going to find out the true tea. But that's what I think was the issue, was when he had that baby on her. And that's why they stopped liking him. But she says they got into a real bad argument one day over cleaning, and Charles has not let it go yet. He has not let it go. I think it's way deeper than that. Way deeper than that. And I'm need for her to stop beating around the bush and just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? So Angela is having an event and wants to let this whole situation with Shamia go because honestly, it's stupid. It really honestly is. Nasal B then brings up Kenya. Oh my God, this chick has such a hard on for Kenya Summer Moore. Okay. Talking about, you know, she was being snooty and how she had preconceived notions about her from watching her throughout the years. She should have never said that because you just told on yourself right then and there. It's obvious that she was a fan of the show, has been watching for years, and it's like she probably was one of them fans that liked Kenya, and that was one of them fans that was like, if I ever got a chance to be on the show, baby, I would cuss Kenya out. I would let her know. I would embarrass her. You know what I'm saying? I would read her for filth. That's what it's giving with her. It's giving fan, and I want to be the girl to take Kenya down. That's exactly what it's giving with her. Instead of her coming on here and actually being a normal human being and just getting to know her for herself, she decided to come on here and have her big moment where she takes Kenya down. I'm the one that took Kenya Moore down. And you did it. You did it. But now you're getting the backlash of you doing that because we all see through the antics. You created an issue with this girl where there was none. She had done nothing to you from the day that y'all met. And I'm so happy that I stuck by my good sis and I rolled with her because I knew that lady wasn't lying. I knew that Kenya was not lying. We have never known for that lady to be a liar. And everything that she told us 7-8 months ago we're now seeing. She said that she would be vindicated. She said that we will see what the true tea was, and we are seeing everything play out. Mia did a song with RL, and she plays it for her sister. I liked it. I liked the song a lot. It had a nice groove to it. It was a nice R&B song. And she says that she wants to play it for the girls at Angela's party that she's throwing. She also says that she was shocked that she even got an invite, because if it was her, she wouldn't have been invited her. And she says, I really want to extend an olive branch to her. I really want to make this up. And I'm happy that she took a beat and realized this is stupid. Like, I shouldn't even be, arguing back and forth with this girl. But that little confessional joke had me hollering. I was like, Shamia, you're a fool. You're a fool. So then we get to Drew and Ralph. They at the house. He outside in the front yard playing football with the kids. She come outside and they have a one-on-one talk. And he brings up the fact that Drew sent him articles about narcissism, and he was like, I'm not narcissistic. And she was like, you don't think you're narcissistic? You are narcissistic. And then in her confessional, one of the producers asked her, what does a narcissist mean? And she's talking some, you know what? Hold on. And pulls out her phone. You sitting up here calling somebody something that you don't even know the meaning to. You remedial ass bitch. Like, stop using words that y'all hear as buzzwords out here in the streets, and y'all don't even know the real true meaning of these words. But what pissed me off more than anything was that how in the hell Ralph, peanut M&M shaped head ass, got a confessional and Kenya don't?
What?
Yo, production played in my girl's face. They played in my girl's entire face this season. They lied and they played in my girl's face, because ain't no way Ralph, bowling ball shaped head, bobblehead shaped ass, got a confessional and Kenya, an OG, does not. This nigga in this confessional looking like a fake ass Keith Sweat. No shirt on. And what pissed me off is that I actually liked his outfit. I said, ain't this about a... Like, we not doing this. And then they made me even madder when they showed footage of this dude doing his own version of Cribs, showing us the basement. Y'all showed us that, but could not give us a confessional for Miss Kenya Moore to tell her side of the story. We got to go on Twitter every Sunday to hear what she has to say. But y'all give lying ass Wreck-It Ralph a confessional where he's sitting up here looking like the fourth member of Guy. Okay. So Kelly visits Kenya at her beautiful salon. Kenya gives her a tour. They sit down, and Kenya was like, girl, why you got a bodyguard? Well, what's going on, girl? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you over here. Like, what's going on? And she was like, girl, you got a mark, I got a mark. So they both got marks as ex-husbands. And she was like, girl, I got a bodyguard because he threatened me. And he threatened me in court at that. And he threatened to unalive her at that. So the judge granted her a restraining order. And I said, oh, he crazy. You threatening folks in court. You don't give a about nothing in life, okay? I'm scared for her, all right? You could tell Kenya was shook, like, oh, I don't even know if I should be filming with you. I don't want to catch no strays. So she says, well, what is it that he wants from you? And she was like, he wants the business. And Kenya was like, so did you have it before y'all got married? She was like, no, we were married for I think she said 11 years. They created the business 8 years ago or whatever. So it's something that they did together. And she was like, she told him, why don't you just continue to collect your residuals? Meaning I pay you basically your royalties and let me continue to run everything like I've been doing. But he was like basically on some, no, I'm going to take everything away from you. It's going to be mine. Okay. And if what she's saying is true, then yeah, he is crazy and he is vindictive. And I wouldn't even want to be paying him anything. I wouldn't even want to have nothing to do with him. If I got to buy you out, I would do that instead of having to deal with you. And then on top of that, he hasn't even been able to be around their children because of his crazy antics. Like, that is insane. So I really do feel for Kelly, and I really do like her. And she was even like, I like Kenya. Like, I don't know what this thing is with Britt and Kenya, because it's been a pleasure for me to get to know her. But I was like, that's the thing, my love. It's not a Britt and Kenya thing. It's a Britt thing. Kenya don't have no issues with this girl. And you see that Britt is putting 10 on 20 and starting stuff with her. And so Kenya opens up to her and tells her, I'm struggling. Like, I need any type of advice that you can give me. And that was really a humbling moment for Kenya to be like, hey, I'm struggling with this new business, with getting people through the door. Like, I need to figure out what to do. And Kelly was like, well, with my business, it was a word of mouth. And Kenya was like, I have put $400K into this salon. She was like, I use my daughter's college money for this. And she gets emotional and starts to cry because it's scary. You know what I'm saying? To invest almost $500,000 into something and it's not doing what you thought it would be. And so as she's talking about this, I'm like, well, what is the problem? The space is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know the location. I don't live in Atlanta. So somebody tell me, is the location bad? Is it too far out? Like, what's the tea? I was like, is the prices too high? Like, do they not have enough stylists that are available to do different hairstyles? And so I was like, let me go on to the Kenya Moore salon page. I went on the page. She doesn't even promote it for real on that page. She needs a social media manager. She had literally about 6 hairstyles up there, and the hairstyles were really nice, but there's not a lot of variety. It was a lot of natural hair styles where women come in with their natural hair, get it straightened, get it curled and all of that stuff, which is nice, but she's not promoting her business like she should. And it needs to be versatility. Girl, you got to give the people what they want. You are in Atlanta. You got to get somebody up in there to know how to do wigs and know how to lay a wig, honey. You need a braider up in there. Shoot, you need somebody that know how to do short girls' hair. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a variety of things, and you really got to get out there and start promoting. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I see that promoting is a problem. Somebody let me know, like, what else is the tea? Like, why aren't people going there? It's a beautiful spa salon. Like, what is the problem? And I hope that it gets better for her, because I would hate for her to lose out on all of that money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure, like, the mortgage and everything is probably eating her alive at this point. So Nasal B has dinner with her sister Cher, who shows up late, and they haven't spoken in a minute. And Cher says that, in the past, they used to work out their problems with one another real quick. But now Britt is basically on some like, okay, well, be mad. I don't really care. Let me go be with my husband. And I guess the other sister acts the same way, because Cher also made it known that she blocked their mama. Cher ain't getting along with nobody, okay? But she feels like her sisters put her on the back burner pretty much, I guess, because she the only one that ain't in no relationship. And I blame them geriatric baby hairs that she had. I don't know what that was. That was like a river wave. Wave. I don't know. Them baby hairs was giving wade in the water. I didn't know what was going on with that. How you let your sister come on here with her hair looking like that? That's a no. That's a no. Okay? And you be saying no when it's really yeah. Okay? So Cher was like, the biggest issue is, why when we have a conversation does Mike have to be right there? And she told me that's my husband. And the sister was like, I just want to be vulnerable with you, talk to you about my anxieties, what I got going on. I don't want your husband sitting right there when I'm trying to have a one-on-one intimate conversation with my sister. And Britt gonna tell him, well, just call me and say, Britt, I want to talk to you alone. She shouldn't have to tell you that. Just because you married to somebody don't mean that he got to be all up in your business with your sisters and everything else. And talking about how this man was like a father to her. I'm like, ain't they about the same age? Like, what is going on here? This is weird. This is weird. Meanwhile, she's saying that he blowing up her phone the whole time, knowing where she's at, knowing what she's doing. So why are you steady calling her, texting her? Like, what is going on with these two? Are y'all codependent or is he crazy? It's given the latter. Because I feel the sister. Why does your husband have to be involved in our conversations? That's weird. Boundaries. Have you ever heard the word? Yeah, no, absolutely not. So Drew goes to the studio. Loved that top that she had on, by the way. And talks to Dennis about the Porsha situation of it all. And Dennis was like, well, when we first started this, she was in Nigeria eating fufu. Baby, Dennis is coming with the jokes this season, okay? And she was like, well, basically, can you talk to her again about this? And he basically was on some, nah, homie, that's all you. Like, I ain't in it. My name bit it, and I ain't in it. Like, I ain't even trying to go there with her no more. So you could tell Drew was kind of like, well, shit, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I've tried to reach out to her several times. She's still putting me off. What am I supposed to do? I don't know, Bernie. It ain't my fault. So Shamia, the night of Angela's Black Excellent Bank Party, FaceTimes with Porsha and tells her, she's trying to think of an apology for Angela. And Porsha was like, girl, she invited you, so don't even worry about it. But I don't agree with that. I do think that she owed Angela an apology. First of all, the argument was stupid in the first place. I think that they both were at fault, but I think that Shamia took it to another level when she started attacking her physically, because she was the one that went there first, with the whole situation. So she did owe her an apology for that. So then we get to the space, which was absolutely beautiful. This place that they went to called the Bank. And the restaurant part or the bar part or whatever is literally inside of a bank vault, which was so dope. It was in Bankhead, and everybody was so nervous because I guess Bankhead is ghetto now. So everybody was fearing for their life. Now, mind you, on the invitation, she asked everybody to wear black. All the ladies wore black, but here come Kenya strutting in wearing like this teal colored dress. Talking about some she didn't see that on the invite. Bye for Kenya, because damn well you saw that on the damn invite. Okay, Thomas, I don't have a lot of black in my closet. Use a lie. Now these are the kind of antics that we normally get from Kenya. Like, this is light fun shade, a little light moment. It ain't really nothing crazy, right? And the dress was not even cute. And I'm a huge fan of Versace. Got on my Versace necklace right now. My Versace bracelet. Yeah. Like, the dress wasn't even hitting it. And I hate them T-strap heels. So Kenya goes around and hugs everybody. And when she gets to Nasal B, she hugs her and she gives her, a little pat on the hug. And she did it so she wouldn't get close enough to get makeup on her. That's what you do. And here go Nasal B. That's a pat, Kenya. That's not a hug. And it's like, girl, do you want her to bear hug you? Do you want to lay your head on her titties and suckle on her breast? Like, what do you want from her? Like, it's so obvious that you are just looking to have an issue with her. And Kenya didn't even play into it. She was like, girl, I gave you a pat because I tried not to get my makeup on you. Like, simmer down, ho. Like, you coming off real pressed. It's not even giving bad B energy. You coming off like a weirdo. You can barely breathe through your nose. That's bad enough. I literally want to just give you one of them things that people be putting up their nose. Give you one of them teapots and drain your nostrils. Like, girl, get it together. So then Shamia comes in and brings Angela some olive oil with an olive branch in it. Really cute. And she apologizes for attacking her appearance. And Angela accepts. Everything is all good. Hopefully it stays that way. Kelly, they get to talking about Kelly's event, and I forgot, was it Kenya that asked, did everybody buy something? And Kelly was like, nope. And they was like, well, who didn't buy something? And she looked over to Drew, and I was like, it had to be Drew broke ass. Had to have been Drew broke ass. And Drew was like, I did buy something. I bought my son a Balmain blazer. And everybody was like, well, where are the receipts? So she pulls out her phone and shows Kelly a text conversation that she had with the SA at the store, but there was no receipt that she actually bought anything. I was like, yeah, that heifer ain't buy nothing. She ain't got no money. Like, you can't even be mad at her. She ain't got no money like that, child. So Kelly was like, but I do see a text message from Dennis though. And everybody was like, ooh. So she was like, Drew was like, you do see other people on that text thread. Like, okay. So Kenya then invites them to her spa opening. Everybody's really excited. And then Shamia was like, y'all want to play y'all my song that I wrote. So she plays the song. And Porsha Thompson, that's Drew. And everybody was like, girl, that's Shamia. She was like, I don't know your voice. I don't know your voice. You know that ain't Shamia's voice. And then when the song goes off, Thompson, are you even on it? Girl. Woo. I said, no, this heifer didn't. And Shamia was looking at her like, really, Porsha? And it was like, where is all this coming from? Like, why is you hating on your so-called best friend? You mad? Because your song didn't sound that good back in 2014? Like, what's the tea? And you know they don't sound alike. Her and Drew do not sound alike. And we all know that Shamia can sing. So why is you even trying to play in her face and acting like that ain't her on the record? Shamia better than me, because I would have been like, bitch, don't play with me. Don't play with me. This ain't what you want, okay? This is not what you want. Instead of your name being Porsha, it need to be Cadillac DeVille. Like, that was so weird to do that to her. Like, the hate is real. Baby, with a friend like that, I'd rather be over here solo dolo. Because she is a natural born hater when it comes to Shamia. Like, Shamia, girl, she does not like you. She does not like you. That is not being anybody's friend. Porsha and Natalie Nunn are the same person. Boom. Same person. They use you when it's beneficial to them and then flip on you at a dime. Shamia, wipe your hands of that. You don't deserve to be hanging around people that will play in your face like that and try to down you and belittle you and look low you. You know what I'm saying? Because Porsha is one of them people where if you're doing better than her, it's a problem. When her life is good, oh, we're good. But when her life is down here, she don't want to see nobody else thriving, being happy, or none of that stuff. Shamia, girl, I know y'all ain't on good terms right about now. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. So then the girls play a Q&A game. And somebody asked her, you know, because they put questions in a bowl or whatever. And somebody's question was, Shamia, how did you thank your husband for that Rolls Royce? And she was like, and bending all over. And I was like, girl, I would have did the same thing. I would have been, I would have been double fisted that sucker. I would have been playing it like they was some damn, what's the things, the one little chimichangas. Baby, I would have been using his semen as some facial cream. I would have been, Ooh, this good for the skin, honey. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Give it more. Give me more. Baby, he would have got tired of me because I would have been trying to get another one, okay? So I don't blame her for that one. Porsha says that, okay, so somebody asked the question that Angela had her and Charles ever had a threesome. And she was like, no, And Porsha was like, oh, I heard something about Charles. And Angela was like, what you heard about my husband? And she was like, oh, nothing. See, we not about to do that. Not at my dinner. Not at my dinner. You gonna sit up here and say you know something about my husband, and then when I ask you, you gonna act like, nah, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. No, bitch. We not about to play them type of games, ho. So, if you don't know, this season, Porsha and Angela get into it. So we're seeing where it began. And it began with Porsha shading her husband and saying that she had tea on this girl husband and then wouldn't say what said tea was. You of all people that's going through your own issues with your scamming ass husband should shut up when it comes to talking about people's relationships. Because as soon as somebody put you on blast for how you got into your last one, you're going to be sitting there looking stupid in the face. So, Porsha, tread lightly. Kelly says to Kenya, what color panties you got on? Kenya shows up and shows that she ain't wearing no panties, I think. So, if y'all go back and look, here go Britt. Doing all that. She was already creating it, y'all. She was already creating the moment. Okay? Because she's making faces and doing all this extra shit. So Drew then says, Kenya, I got a question. She reads one of the girls' questions. And it was obvious that Britt wrote it. Because she says, why you so worried about happily married woman? And Britt says, women. Correcting her. Letting her know she was the one that wrote that question. First of all, bitch, you need a Rosetta Stone. You need to go back to the second grade and learn how to correctly write a sentence and pronunciate your words. Like, what? Instead of you being out here bending over backwards and showing your ass in music videos and men's magazines, you should have been in English class, you dumb. So, Kenya was like, I don't know. I forgot what she said. She answered the question though. So then Britt comes with a question and was like, Kenya, can you speak to Britt kindly and not without an attitude? And then was like, I didn't write it. She wasn't lying. She didn't write it. Kelly wrote it. Kelly wrote that question. She told Kelly to write that question. I think that was a conversation between them two where she told and put her up to that. She put her up to that. Most definitely. So Kenya was like, the answer is yes. And I can speak to everyone kindly without an attitude. I think I have. Said it very nicely. She didn't have an attitude when she responded. And here go Britt. We're talking about me, sweetheart. Girl, who you talking to? So she was trying to bait her into arguing. And Kenya ain't new to this. She true to this. So she was like, you want a moment. Have your moment. And Nasal B says, you need a moment. Do you need to step out? I can speak to everyone kindly. This isn't about everyone. Would you like for me to read it again? I'm not about to play these childish games. No. Peasants cannot come for a queen. You said a peasant? Did you say a peasant? I didn't send for her. No, I didn't send for her. So if y'all paid attention, Kelly was looking at her like, bitch, you know damn well you coming for her. Like, you're lying. So Britt was like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Where's my husband? Let me go call my husband. And at this point, dinner is over. And Angela gave out everybody, it looked like Valentino boxes of, gifts or whatever. So everybody's leaving out because dinner is over. Kenya and Porsha, I did like the fact that Porsha was sticking by Kenya at this point. And Kenya actually, honestly, did seem a little shaken up by her reaction and her carrying on the way that she was. Like, this had at this point already gone beyond reality show shade. You know what I'm saying? It was weird. You know what I'm saying? It was giving we might fight energy. They're walking towards the door, and Britt talking about some, let me watch my magazine, check my surroundings. Where's my husband? Let me go call my husband. And Kelly was like, girl, do not call Mike. Like, it's going to get all bad if you do. And she was like, besides, we got Kenny here. Ain't nothing going down. Kenya and Porsha and Shamia walk outside, and Kenya was like, my car isn't here yet. So they standing out there, and Britt, let me call my husband first. I still have my pistol. Somebody find my husband. And then out walks Mike, because obviously he didn't leave. He been there the whole time. So he comes out the back, and he was like, what's going on? She was like, Kenya, her slick mouth, her little ditzy self. I had to let that bitch know. Don't play with me, bitch. Play that shit in front of the cameras. Don't play that shit with me. I don't play them games. I got whips, pistols, everything. Do all that fake Hollywood shit. This is real life. Now, mind you, production, after this whole thing happened, said that they had no evidence of Britt threatening Kenya with a pow pow. No, she didn't have a physical pow pow, but she did threaten her with gun violence, not once, but twice. And that's just what we saw. And even her husband told her she was doing too much. He was like, you still got your mic on? She was like, yeah, get this mic off of me. You saying all of this while you still mic'd up, saying it loud in front of the whole entire crew and cast. So I'm perplexed as to how in the hell did y'all hear this woman threaten her with a pow pow and she still had a job afterwards? Explain this to me. And Kenya looked visibly shaken up. Wasn't even saying nothing back to her. They get in the car. She gets in the car with Porsha and Shamia. And as they're driving off, she tells them that, she was up here talking about she got a P word on her. And they was like, for real? I didn't hear that. She was like, yeah, she got to go. She got to go for real, for real. Like, she got to go. And she does need to go. I have never in the 13, 14 years that I have been doing reality show reviews seen a cast member threaten somebody with a pow pow and still have a job. I haven't ever even seen nobody threaten anybody with a pow pow that I can remember. But you do this on camera in front of production and everybody, and y'all act like y'all didn't hear it. Now, granted, maybe certain cast members didn't hear it, but Kelly for sure heard her. Her husband for sure heard her. And production, y'all heard her because we saw it. So how in the hell does Kenya go to y'all and ask for security measures and for this to be taken seriously? Because you got to remember, they'd only been filming a few weeks at this time. She'd only been around this girl 3 times. I don't know her. She seemed ghetto. So am I to know she ain't one of these little ghetto from Atlanta that is on that type of time? I got a child. You know what I'm saying? I got my life. Like, I'm not about to play around with somebody threatening pow pow violence against me. Really? Britt is ghetto. She seems like she's very uneducated. She's not well smoking. She ain't nothing but a hood bitch that got with a hood ass nigga, and they got some hood ass money, and she landed on a damn housewife show. She should have never been casted. I went to her IG page when I did the casting video about who was being casted for this season earlier this year, and I said to y'all verbatim, she's going to be a problem. You could look at her IG page and tell that this girl was going to be a problem. She should have never gotten casted ever. She does not fit the bill. Kelly, Angela, great hire so far. Britt, absolutely not. And the fact that production and the network or whomever, Andy, y'all did not have Kenya's back. is a slap in the face to that girl after everything that she has given to this show, the millions and millions of dollars that she has made this franchise. I don't blame her for not wanting to come back after being suspended. Fuck y'all. Y'all, fuck y'all. Y'all can have this. See how this show do without me. And we're going to see how the show did without her, which obviously it did bad. It did bad that they had to call in Phaedra for the last 2 weeks of filming to try to revive this monstrosity of a show. And all because y'all decided to keep this hood rat hoochie mama around. Bitch that literally need to walk around with an oxygen mask 24 hours of the day. Not only if Kenya come back for season 17, she need a raise and she needs a public apology because y'all did her wrong. Wrong. And all because she retaliates and put a picture of this girl with a Peter Weeder next to her face. Ooh wee. This girl literally threatened her with pow violence and whips, and then said in the scene that she had her piece on her. What? Oh, hell no. Hell to the no, no. I would even say to Kenya, don't come back, period, because you only got one time to play with me. But I know she need the money. So get your bag, get your money up, and then say them. But yeah, no. I'm happy that I had common enough sense to look at the facts and what was given to us last year. And I saw right through the BS and noticed that Britt ain't said a motherfucking word since the show aired. Because she knows she wrong and she knows she gonna get ate up. And she's getting ate up. Nobody likes her. So you got her threatening people. Then you got her talking about people's disabled kids. This is what we doing now? Bravo, y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get it together. Because the standards is so skewed over there. It's so skewed. So skewed. It's crazy. That girl literally got on social media after all of this happened talking about something that she never has had a weapon and that she never threatened anybody with a pow. And we literally saw it. She's a fucking liar. And Kelly, I know y'all didn't fell out or whatever. I don't know what y'all have fallen out for, but you needed to separate yourself from her anyway, because she is not a good look for anybody. And in the fact that Porsha has now aligned herself with this hoe, I mean, hoes of a feather flock together. But after seeing the episode tonight and seeing that she did in fact threaten her, you shouldn't want to have nothing to do with her either. And if you continue to hang around her, that's going to say a lot about you. But we already know you ain't shit neither. So I don't even know why I'm giving you any advice or warning. No. So I'm wondering how they going to handle the reunion. Since y'all didn't give her no confessionals, y'all didn't let her film no more. Is Kenya going to even come to the reunion to say her piece or not? Cause I don't even know if I even want her to go. Cause yeah, this is too much. This is too much. Too much. You can't come at somebody and then want to be mad with how they respond. Especially in this situation where Kenya wasn't getting any support from production. She was just supposed to sit there and take it. And with a bitch like Britt, it's only but so much arguing you could do with a girl like her, where it's gonna get violent. It's gonna get violent. There ain't no nice, nasty play talk with her. No. Crazy work. That is a weirdo. She's a weirdo. No, I don't see it for her at all. I'm gonna give this episode though an A. It was a really good episode. It revealed everything that needed to be revealed. Justice for Kenya, justice for Kenya, justice for Kenya, justice for Kenya. Okay. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about this week's episode. Let's talk about it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.